Hey, what's up, YouTube? So this video was really a response video from the one I posted before about Dan Bilzerian being a fraud. And this is really a reaction video from the comments that I've got. I think I got something like 99 comments. And I'm really grateful for the comments because it just proves exactly what I've been saying, that none of you guys have any credible evidence to argue anything that I've said. All you do is call me anti-Semitic names, a Zionist, a sociopath, a murderer, a Jew, a this, a that. And that's fine. You guys can call me whatever you want. That's fine. I could care less. It just proves how low quality your thinking is and how incapable intellectually you are of providing any sort of a substantiated claim as to why you believe what you believe about Israel or Palestine or any of that, because you've said nothing. You've said nothing of substance that shows that you know what you're talking about at all about this topic. You just want to shit on me for being whatever you think I am, a Zionist, a Jew, or a baby killer, a genocide, whatever. And I don't care, because I don't give a flying fuck what you think. If you don't have any evidence, any well-developed reason for believing what you believe, you're just calling out names like someone who has a fifth grade education, which I'm sure most of you do. So that's great. So keep on commenting, keep on hating on me. I think it's great because it just makes me realize that I'm right about everything that I'm saying about you guys. And again, I'm not even, when we talk about the people that are super pro-Israel, we talk about the people that are super anti-Israel, I find major problems in both camps. I find major problems in the people that are super pro-Israel, like the Ben Shapiros and people like that, this Rabbi Shmuley asshole. I find Dan Bilzerian and Candace Owens to be extremely disingenuous into also. But you guys are exactly the problem, because you are so one way. You're all the way to the anti-Israel crowd, and you just believe whatever these pundits tell you. You have no nuance, you have no subtleties in your thinking. Which tells me that you're incapable of really developing your own opinion. This is an extremely complicated issue. And yes, there's so much to criticize Israel for that's legitimate, but you guys just want to go and shit on the Jews, and it's all in the comments, right? And shit on, call me a Zionist, call me a Jew, call me a genocidal, whatever, but you don't want to actually just say, bring up some legitimate criticisms of Israel, which there are plenty. Israel's definitely guilty of war crimes. I think you can make a really good argument that they've committed genocide. I think you can make a really good argument that there's been, at the very least, collective punishment, that there's been, that they knew about October 7th. I mean, these are all things that we could talk about and have an intelligent conversation with. And there's a lot of information, there's a lot of stuff that you can make an intelligent argument. But bringing up like the Talmud and, getting kicked out of 109 countries and all this other bullshit that's been disproven. Okay, and doesn't have anything to do with what's going on in this conflict. That's where anyone who's a legitimate scholar, a professor, somebody who's an author, who's was a well-respected academic. This is where you guys just will never be taken seriously. I mean, you can maybe talk to Dan Bilzerian and Candace Owens and all these other fools, these discredited people who only really have the respect of uneducated, morons who have no intellectual discipline to actually study this. If you want to, and I've always said, like, there's so much legitimate criticisms of Israel that when you verge on the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, you just discredit yourself. Maybe not to your, eighth grade education, morons that you guys surround yourselves with, but when you actually talk to legitimate people, you'll just discredit yourself. So that's fine. So go on saying what you want to say. Continue to say it, and I hope you say it on this video, because every time you say it, you just prove that I'm right. That you have no knowledge of this topic. You don't care to have any knowledge of this topic. You parrot like a good little slave, a good little mindless robot, whatever your pundits tell you. 109 countries. Israel doesn't even allow DNA tests. They're not the real Jews. They're all converts of Khazaria. Okay? They want to, kill all non-Jews. They control the world. None of these are true. But you don't even question what you're being told. Okay? We can have legitimate conversations about, some things that Israel has done in this war. And that's fine. Criticizing Israel is not anti-Semitic at all. But there's legitimate criticisms, and then there's just bullshit conspiracy theories that don't have much, aren't respected at all. And are just wrong and can be proven wrong demonstrably. So please continue to hate on me. I don't care. I enjoy it, actually, because I'm getting what I want, which is the verification that people on the anti-Israel side, for the most part, are complete and utter intellectual fucking morons. So keep on saying the most vile, vitriolic shit you want at me. I love it. And I hope you keep on doing it, because you're just showing your hand that this has nothing to do with any sort of human rights efforts to stand up for the Palestinians. You don't give a shit that it's the Palestinians. You don't give a shit about them. You just want to hate on the Jews because it's easy to do, and they're an easy target because most of you guys are losers. And you have no money, and you're broke, and you're pissed off, and you're probably living in your mom's basement, driving a shitty beat-up Dodge Charger, smoking Maverick cigarettes, drinking Bush beer, buying lotto scratch-off tickets at the gas station, and you're looking for someone to blame as to why your situation sucks, and you find a high-functioning minority group that's just done so much better than you, and instead of just trying to better yourselves, you want to do exactly what you accuse them of, which is being, perpetual victims. Well, you're a victim because you're just blaming the Jews for all your problems because you're losers. So keep on hating on me, and I'll keep on making more videos. Thank you.